Well, hello then, guys. Welcome back to Benny DFM for the first time in what has been a little while. But today we begin a brand new series on the channel, the Kings of Kiev. Welcome to episode 1 of the Kings of Kiev. I'm Ben, and coming up on today's episode, we will get our feet firmly under the table here at Dynamo Kiev. And of course, if you do like today's episode, then please do drop a like down below for me. Subscribe to the channel and get those notification bells turned on so you know when new episodes are dropping. I intend to get this series out to you twice a week, so make sure you keep your eyes peeled for that one. And many of you may be asking, why Kiev? Why are we here in mighty Ukraine with Dynamo Kiev, a team that, yes, does very, very well domestically, but they've never quite cracked it in Europe. And that is exactly why we are here. We are going to win the Champions League with Dynamo Kiev. They have featured in that competition 37 times. Just 37. That's all, you know, nothing huge, without winning it. That is the third most appearances by any team behind mass winners Real Madrid and Portuguese giants Benfica. So that is our aim. We're here to win, people, and the reason we are here to win is because of this. Look how many times they have won stuff. It is so impressive. So they've won the European Cup Winners' Cup twice, all the way back in the 70s and 80s. They've won 15 Ukrainian Premier League titles, the most recent of those coming back in 2016. So they haven't won that for a little while. They have, however, won the Ukrainian Cup 12 times, most recently last year in 2020, and also 8 times the Ukrainian Super Cup winners. So they've got a lot of history. They've got a lot of winning history, but there is one trophy missing from this rather impressive haul, and that's the one that we're going to deliver, alongside, of course, delivering many more trophies to them. And should we meet the team that we're going to intend to begin this journey with? The squad is a pretty well-rounded one, but none stand out more than this chap, Viktor Tuzgankov. Let's go for just calling him Victor from now on in. He is a right-sided attacking midfielder, and he looks to be a really well-rounded player, and he's only 22. 20 caps for Ukraine, 3 goals so far. Just whilst we're talking about Ukraine, squad selection rules. We're allowed 7 foreign players in the starting 11, but we do have to have 8 players trained by a club in Ukraine in our 25-man squad. So there is a little bit of flexibility on the rules, but just look at this guy. 15 for agility and acceleration, 14 pace, 14 crossing. His finishing is 12 as well, coming in off of that right-hand side as a left-footed player. 16 for technique. He looks like he is going to be an all-round star for us, and he is only 22. Yes, he's worth £9 million and also is on 18.5k a week. But we are definitely going to be looking to keep this guy around. And the reason we're looking to keep him around is because he's got a really capable, able partner on the left-hand side in Benjamin Verbic, slightly older than our friend Tuzgankov, Victor. Slovenian, as I say, left attacking midfielder, 29 caps for Slovenia, 5 goals, including a good little record at under 21 level. And he looks pretty similar, doesn't he, to Victor? 14 acceleration, agility and pace, 13 crossing, again 13 for finishing. His technique is 15. So coming in off of that left-hand side, he should provide us with a really big goal-scoring threat. I haven't decided fully on the tactic yet, but we're definitely playing with 2 wingers, and we've got the 2 men here who are so capable of playing in that formation. Of course, what we're going to have to consider is that this guy does count for one of our foreign players, but I think he's a pretty good one. So Benjamin Verbic, ladies and gentlemen, our left attacking midfielder. Sticking on the left-hand side, we have found another Ukrainian gem here at Dynamo Kiev. Vitaly Mykolenko is a 21-year-old Ukrainian left-back with 8 caps already for his country. He's also got the ability to improve, only being 21, and he has 16 determination, along with 16 work rate and stamina, which, considering he wants to play as a wing back, I mean, go for it, lad, because you are going to be bombing up and down that left-hand side like a madman. His pace isn't too bad either, 15 pace and acceleration. He's got fairly decent crossing, but let's hope that any time he gets near the area, he doesn't shoot, because yeah, we'll skip over that. The rest of it is really, really solid, and he is another really good youngster to have in our ranks. He's also not on that much money, 9.25k per week, which is half of what we've seen from the other 2 big boys we've already seen. He is definitely one that's going to be starting now, and also could be here when we lift that Champions League trophy. And how long is it going to take us? We don't know, but surely he won't be retired before we win that trophy. I mean, will he? Oh, no, he won't. Let's have faith, people. With all this attacking going on that we've mentioned already, it's probably worth looking at our final big star that we've got here. And it's okay. It's a defensive move, people. We've got a deep lying playmaker in the form of Mykola hang on, I've got it. I have. Mykola Shaparenko. Yeah, you didn't think I was going to get that, did you, people? A Ukrainian 21-year-old defensive midfield. Young Ukrainians. I love this place already. It's great. As I say, 4 caps for Ukraine already. He's on a similar wage to the left back that we just had a look at. He's valued at 4.3 million. He's got the potential to improve with a 15 determination. His work rate is pretty good. But look at the passing and technique. 14 and 15, and his vision is also up at 15 as well. He is going to sit in that slot and just whack the ball left, right and centre. This has got the making of a pretty good core to this squad. Mykola I've murdered it again. I'll get there one day. Mykola is going to be a massive cog in that. 21-year-old Ukrainian. They are our 4 stars. You'll meet the rest as we go along. But maybe it's time to take a look at some of the youth we have here, because apparently Kiev has the best youth system in Ukraine. So this could be good. They're not lying when they say they've got the best youth intake in Ukraine. There are 3 players here already that have the 5-star potential. This is the first chap, Ruslan Neshalay. He's 18-year-old Ukrainian again, and he is going to be a pretty darn good goalkeeper when he gets a little bit older. The one thing that does concern me when it comes to improvement is he has only got a determination of 9, but you look at some of these key stats: command of area, handling, kicking, reflexes, positioning and agility. They're all pretty good. He's got the ability to be a fairly good sweeper keeper here, if not just a standard goalkeeper. He's already valued at 275k, £700 per week. I mean, just you wait until you see the other 2 5-star potential players, but this guy looks like he could be the real deal. Should we move on to the next one? For anyone who's here to watch me murder Ukrainian names, here you go. Vladislav Supriyaha. Vladislav Supriyaha. I mean, we might be saying his name quite a lot, ladies and gentlemen, because he's got 14 finishing at the age of 20. 14 and 16 determination. I mean, if he doesn't make it to 5 stars, I have done something wrong, because this guy looks exceptional. His pace and acceleration are pretty good up there at 15 as well. His technique at 12 to go alongside his 14 finishing is also very darn good. His first touch of 12 as well. Off the ball of 13. This guy looks like he is going to be an absolutely fantastic centre forward for us. He's not been capped at youth level yet, which does surprise me, but I think he will definitely end up being a Ukrainian international. Natural fitness of 17, like this guy is going to be able to play games week in, week out for us. He's not quite there yet, but expect this to be a guy that we see later on in the series banging in goals. And I tell you what, there's a young winger with 5-star potential that you're about to see in a minute that I imagine, I can visualise it now, he's going to be assisting Vladislav. I mean, let's go and see him, shall we? The winger in question is this guy, Georgi oh my word. Tatashvili. We're going to go for that. Georgi Tatashvili is a 19-year-old winger. He's already valued at over £1 million. Now, the difficulty he is going to have is, of course, our current star player is also a winger. But, to have two of them that are this good could be very, very interesting. Dribbling of 15, his pace and acceleration 13, 14. He is definitely going to improve with a 16 determination. The one thing we might need to work on if he is going to be assisting the goals is that crossing of 9. But apart from that, his decisions are pretty good. His off the ball, his work rate is exceptional. He looks like he could be a really, really, really good player for us on that right hand side. So we've got 3 very exciting youth prospects already in this team. I can imagine that as time goes by, our youth intakes could be pretty good. So that might be a way that we might build this squad as opposed to dipping our feet into the transfer market. But if we do, what finances have we got to play with? That is a very, very simply answered question. We've got £7,763,794 in the transfer budget. But the issue with that is that all of our wage budget is spent. So we would either have to sort of knock some of the transfer budget across into the wages or looking to sell before we purchase. I mean, I'm sure that there is going to be a couple of deals that I do in this transfer window, but they're going to have to be done on a little bit of a tighter budget. We've got 11 million in the bank, almost 12 million, so we're not that rich a club yet, but a few runs in the Champions League would surely give us a good old crack at getting some more money, and of course, therefore, getting some more players in. The other good bit of news from this is 100% of the transfer revenue is made available. So whatever we sell our players for, we are going to be able to spend it. So hopefully we can do a few deals in the transfer market and we'll have a few new faces for you to meet to go alongside our already pretty decent squad when we arrive next time. But before I do leave you, we will go with one final thing. We will look at our club vision, mainly to see where the board expect us to end up this season. And they just simply expect us to qualify again for the Champions League out of this Ukrainian Premier League. We need to reach the final of the Ukrainian Cup. They do not care about the Super Cup, despite the fact Kiev are the best team in history in that competition, but that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We're looking to reach the group stage of the Champions League. It probably fits pretty much the same as what I expect, apart from potentially going on to win that Ukrainian Premier League in the first season. I think that's something we should be able to do. But apart from that, that all looks pretty achievable to me. We're looking to sign players under the age of 30, mainly to sell them for a profit. Also 2-year contracts for first team players. No one over the age of 30. I mean, I love the sound of this place. I should have come here earlier. This is the best. Love Dynamo Kiev. And as I said earlier, we need to maintain the best youth system in the country. And of course we want to do that. I mean, look at some of the players they're producing already. So this could be a really, really exciting little series that we've got going on here. I cannot wait to get stuck into this. And I, of course, hope that you cannot wait to get stuck in as well. There was our mini tour of Dynamo Kiev. I hope that you did enjoy today's episode. And as I mentioned earlier, please do leave a like down below if you did. Subscribe to the channel to keep an eye out for those new episodes that, as I say, will be dropping twice a week. And as always, thank you all for coming along and watching.